Oh, good evening, everyone. And you thought I would be playing the drums? This evolution to the piano might be a bit of a sign that I'm actually maturing. Probably not. Anyway, listen, Minna, thank you. I was so honored last year to be able to be the one to introduce you as you received, or was last year's recipient for the Spears Medal, and for you to reciprocate and do the same thing. I can't tell you how much that means to me, to Susan, our family. You've just been so instrumental in so many people's lives, and certainly my life as well. So thank you so very, very, very much. I'm extremely humbled, ladies and gentlemen, to be this year's recipient of the Spears Medal. It is a tremendous honor, and I want to begin by acknowledging our board of directors, and a special thanks to all of them for allowing me to be this year's recipient. In my career at Selwyn House, I was blessed with 4 chairs of board. Ted Claxton, when I arrived, who really was the transition for Susan and I as we moved to Montreal and assimilated into Selwyn House. Michael Denham, who was great force of stability during his tenure as a chair. John Goldblum, who tirelessly and never ever stopped working on behalf of Selwyn House, QAIS, English education in Canada, and it was the chair that really led us in our journey evolving away from government grants. And then finally, Mike Avedizian, everybody's great guy, who's there for the transition between me and Mike Downey. 4 incredible people, and again, thank you to all of the board. There's so many aspects that are truly important at Selwyn House, and I want to just sort of try to highlight what is truly important to me and what I was so glad to be a part of. So let me try to articulate and explain what I was so glad to be a part of during my tenure at Selwyn House. Well, the first, and this should be pretty obvious, was the development of our brand, Veritas. It's an important word to me. Veritas is based on the original founding traditions of the school, and hopefully we brought it 100-odd years later into something that is really current and modern. And even the evolution from 3 truths to 4 truths, well done everyone, which is really quite important, is staggering. So I just hope that Veritas is something that will remain alive and well for the duration of the Selwyn House history. The very fact that we call ourselves a relational school. Look, I know that relationships are the medium by which boys learn best. And becoming a relational school is everything. And if we are devoted to that and we maintain our devotion, it will be an experience for our boys that will really be unmatched. The third thing I was so glad to be part of is the whole concept of the glory of education. We fight for the underdog. Education is about taking people and taking young boys and molding them into substantial and great men. And it doesn't matter who the boy is. The success we've had has been incredible. And it makes all of our students stronger and stronger when they experience different boys in the journey they have. All under the auspices of the glory of education. And then finally, faculty culture. Look, everyone knows that I've stood for faculty culture. Everyone has heard me say that at Selwyn House, it's not the boys and the parents who are number one. It needs to be the teachers and the staff who are number one. And there's a reason for that. We must allow our teachers to be able to exercise all their creativity, all their own personal vision, and that's what they can do. It's a great faculty at this school, and I was so honored to be able to work with all of them. So the concept of Veritas, known and loved, a relational school, faculty culture, the glory of education, all incredibly important. And now, I just want to go through the final journey, which is the journey of a boy to a man and what it really requires. So we always talk about what is required in order for a boy to become a truly great or a significant man, or what any adjective you wanted to. And I will claim that there are 4 aspects that are important. The first is boys must be exposed to really important, valuable male role models. The value importance of a father. There's no more important role model And I can't tell you that when I look at Mike Downey and how thrilled I was that Mike is my successor, but isn't Mike the epitome of a great role model for boys, representing integrity and honesty and hard work and commitment and passion? That's Mike, and I hope everybody follows that. So boys need really effective and strong male role models, but you will never become a truly great or significant man without substantial female influence. And look at Selwyn House. I talked about Minna and the legendary Minna Schulman, and then the women, the remarkable women that I had the opportunity and honor to work with. Carol Manning, Kathy Funamoto, Courtney Preer, Brenda Montgomery, Mathilde Codina, all incredible forces that just made such a difference in the life of this school and the life of many others. Male role models, really strong female influence, and then there are two other things that are incredibly important. So we talk about the journey from boyhood into becoming a significant and a great man. And I mentioned about the value of male role models and the influence from women, how important that is. And there are two other aspects. The third is that you can't take the boy out of a boy. In order to become a truly great man, you must be a boy first. And that's really what I try to emphasize. I know, I have a lot of boy left in me, and I always think I will have a lot of boy in me. But we have to let boys be boys. Let them be boys. Go through that messy, clumsy, goofy time and watch what happens at the other side. And finally, to become a great man, it's a function of your friends and your family. Friends are everything. I've been so blessed with so many great friends, wonderful mentors, and my family. I have two wonderful children, Elise and her husband Christopher, both doctors working on the front lines at the Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. Reed, a young filmmaker living in New York City. But, one thing I know is you cannot do this thing alone. So as I said, you can never do this alone. And I have been blessed over the years with the most incredible partner in love, the love of my life, Susan Doherty.
Thank you, Hal. My one comment is to say that what a thrill it's been to be alongside a man who has chosen a career path that so perfectly suits his personality. We have laughed, we have cried, but we have lived this journey together.
And let's be clear, my success is Susan's success. There is no possible way I could have done this without Susan. A lot of people know about the issues we have gone through, certainly from a health point of view, from my own mental health issues to Susan and physical health and stem cell transplants, but we did it together, and Susan has been just as big a part of Selwyn House as I ever was. So again, from both of us, thank you so much for this humbling honor. We are very, very, very grateful, and we will never forget you. We miss you, but we'll never forget you.
And until soon.
Goodbye, everybody, and
Goodbye.
God bless.
Au revoir.